Halio Dalio DND Family. It's a girl that answers to 3 names, and those are Davena, Nancy, and Davena. So I know that I have been MIA, missing in action. You know, everybody know that. Me know that. You know that. Them know that. Everybody know that. Me they have to prioritize, and school are always the first thing on my list. So whatever comes after or after. I've just been dealing with school and everything school related. Basically, school is closed, so it's time for me to come and do this video. If you're interested in that, then continue watching. I wrote my notes in my little book to, you know, just keep the video on track. First and foremost, this was, I think, the roughest semester I have had since I started. Mind you, yes, first semester for year 1 was rough because I never seasoned the system. I never know nothing about the system. I never know how the system work. I never know the workload if you come prepared for whatever. I never know none of that, but I handled it better. I think it was just a rough year for me as it regards time management. Yeah, time management, that was it for me. That was my problem. So anyways, for this semester, let me keep on saying tour for TER, like hello miss. In this semester I did 6 modules. I did Pathophysiology 1, First aid, I did concepts applied to nursing, I did epidemiology, I did college mathematics, and I did academic writing 2. So those are the 6 modules that I did in my first semester of second year. Basically, in pathophysiology, we did the systems and like disease associated with the systems and how you would treat, like how they would manifest. You know, like the signs and symptoms we see beside that the sickness that the person have. Basically, the tests we run to confirm it. Also, the treatments that you'd give to a person that has a particular disease. You get me a say, you get me a say. Some of the systems that we did first we did intro to pathophysiology, where they defined the terms that were used. They did teratogenic, you know, anything that is, I think it's anything that is able to cause harm or abnormalities in the fetus. We did musculoskeletal system. So you know, when time said the system, them just no say. We did disease associated with that system, how they would test for that particular disease, what's the manifestation of that particular disease, and also what's the treatment for that particular disease. So when you hear me say a system, just know so we cover all of them something there for that particular system, and would also look at specific diseases. So musculoskeletal system, we did endocrine system, we did integumentary system, we did nervous system. I ain't gonna lie, I loved patho. I like patho, like I really and truly like it, because I don't know, anything to develop my intelligence in nursing, I just always take a liking to it. I don't know why. I don't know. Because now I learn new terminologies and I can say them and feel like a nursing training, a real nursing training or whatever. So I loved patho. My teacher, our teacher, she was very, very good. I mean, that lady can teach even a basic school student pathophysiology and they learn. The lady, I don't know, she just, her teaching concept, I think everybody in her class learned. I tell you, everybody in that lady's class learn, because how the woman teach, she emphasizes on stuff. When she's teaching, she's just luring you in. Oh, she's talking slowly, she's just going through it, and you're just like getting it in your head. It's just like she just open your brain and put the information in just by how she's talking and expressing, and she reads with, bro, I haven't seen one of these teachers since my 5th year in high school. I'm not telling no lie. The lady, she is so patient. Everybody, in my year, in my batch at UTech, at my school, can tell you about our Pathophysiology 1 teacher. Anyways, moving on to first aid. First aid, as a year first aid, what you think about? What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when you hear Mr. First Aid? When you hear anybody say first aid? In my little word, when I learned from school, is just like basic care or immediate care, as I started to say. Seriously, the key word is immediate. Immediate care given to somebody that is injured before professional or advanced medical treatment is given. Basically, that is first aid. So obviously, I'm gonna teach you to give first hand care. First hand care. Many people start pronouncing my age. Them like first hand care. That first aid teach you all of that. But we focused mainly on CPR and bandaging because that was what we did our practical final exam on. And I mean, CPR, if somebody, I did like, them stop breathing, them not have no pulse nor nothing, you can't help revive them back by doing CPR. So, for return basic functions of the organs. You know what I say? You get me I say? So the brain now got too long without oxygen. You hear me I say? You hear me I say? How to treat bleeding, hemorrhage, how to treat shock, how to treat wound, pressure points. Yeah, that come in a hemorrhage, that come from hemorrhage. Unconscious, fainting, person with epilepsy or seizure. What else? Drowning. If you get burned, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's what we basically did in first aid. They taught us how to give immediate patient care to someone that is injured before advanced medical care is given. And purposes of first aid, I think it's matter remember: preserve life, promote healing, prevent complication, and prepare for medical treatment. Yes, one time I go back in my laptop and I save that right, I'm gonna give myself 1 star. Me supposed to know. They also teach us how to do lifting. Yeah, that was a topic. They also, as I said, they teach us how to do bandaging. Yeah, that was one of the first topics that we did. You see, as long as you know the procedure and you know how to go about it step by step, and as Sir always says, as long as I know the principles, man, you're good. You are good. You can go over heart, go apply for the first aid course and go do it and get a certificate, and then you're a certified first aider. Nobody can talk to you. Anyways, the next one that we did was concepts applied to nursing. Concepts applied to nursing. They basically taught us about theories, the nursing theorist, like foundational practices of nursing, pioneers of nursing, like you have Florence Nightingale. She deal with environment and deal with cleanliness. Yeah, because her story was that she go a war, go take care of soldier, and she find out that the soldier them are dead from unsanitary conditions more than they're dying from the wounds that they get on the battlefield. And then she noticed that the hospital where the soldiers are being kept is very unsanitary, so she just come about with her sanitation and this and that and environmental sanitation and so to promote healing of her patients. She did so much. Grateful for she, and for set the foundation for us. Thank you, Miss Nightingale. Thank you. We also did Virginia Anderson, we did Jean Watson, we did some Leninger, Madeline Leninger. We did Patricia Benner. We did testing 1 2 3. So voiceover Davena is here. So we did Dorothea Orem, we did Ilgard Pepler and Callista Roy as some of the nursing theorists, and we also looked on pain, grief, and loss, and some other small topics. We also did Abraham Maslow. He is not a nursing theorist, but his theory is applied in nursing. He talks about the hierarchy of needs, and so Very, very good, Mr. Maslow. Thank you for that. Yes, Mr. Maslow, your theory, it works well in nursing. Thank you for coming up with it. And all the other nursing theories, thank you all for setting the foundation for us. Thank you so much, we appreciate it. So we did that in concepts applied to nursing in the lecture classes, because we do have lab classes. Oh, I did not mention, I need to tell you guys what we did in patho. So in pathophysiology, we had 3 tests. We had in course, we have test 1, then we have test 2, and then we have our final exam. We also did a presentation, a group presentation, and we did a group project. For first aid, we did 2 tests. We did a mid-semester test, and we did a final exam test, and then we did a project. We did a project, a group project, and then we did a practical exam, and that practical exam, as I said, was on CPR and bandaging. Okay, and then for concepts applied to nursing, we had a lab class. So in the lab class, they taught us how to do oxygen administration, they taught us how to fill out the fluid sheet, they taught us how to do catheter cleaning, they taught us how to do enema, so administering enema, they taught us how to do donning and doffing of gloves. That was what we did our exam on. So donning and doffing of sterile gloves. So we did a mid-semester test for concepts applied to nursing. We did a final exam on concepts applied to nursing. We did a group project, a written group project, and we did a group presentation as well. And we also did the final practical exam on donning and doffing of sterile gloves. Do your additional reading and support. It was a good module. I ain't gonna lie, I like the practical part. Just me, I love practicals, but not tell no lie, because guess what, it just makes me feel more as a nurse. Anything that is nursing based, anything that makes me feel more like a nurse, anything that give me terminologies, nursing terminologies for that matter, anything that teaches me nursing skills, me gonna like it. No, me not ask, I am going to like it. Okay, so I liked the practical classes. My teacher was very great. Big up yourself, you did a very great job. I'm hope so you'll be my practical teacher for some other module somewhere along the line, please and thanks, because that is that for concepts applied to nursing. Then we did epidemiology. I am going to say this is not the best module for me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. Epidemiology is basically about distribution and determinants of health problems in a particular population. The main one that they used was descriptive epidemiology, and that is a type of approach to determine the distribution and determinant of the health problem. And that descriptive epidemiology, they use it based on place, person, and time. They also taught us about how epidemiologists would go about to define an outbreak and how to implement strategies to reduce cases and so forth. They taught us about disease transmission. They taught us about surveillance systems that are used to track down the distribution and determinants of health problems. If you hear the cat in the background, sorry about that, I don't know why I'm crying. They taught us about immunity. They also taught us about some diagrams that epidemiologists would use to do data for health problems in a particular population. They also taught us about risk factors, so what makes you be at risk for a particular disease. They taught us about the specific systems that are put in place to track down health problems, right? So yeah, I think that covers it all for epidemiology. We did a mid-semester test, we did a final exam, we did a written project, we did a presentation. That was what we did in epidemiology. I also did college mathematics. In this, the first topic that we did was numbers. We did number system, and so We did set theory, so set interval and set notation. Then I think we did indices after that, and then we did logarithms. After logarithms we did sequence and series. Then after sequences and series we did matrices. After matrices we did, I think we did binomial theorem and the Pascal triangle thing. Yeah, we did something like that. And then we did financial mathematics. So we had a lecture class for maths, and we also had a tutorial class. So what we were taught in lecture, we apply it into tutorial to get a better understanding. So I loved, I tell you, maths. Maths has been one of my favorite subjects since 4th form of high school. My maths teacher, Sexy, God kiss, God sent, well good. She set the foundation for me, not telling no lie. And I'm so grateful for you, miss, if you watch this. Murder maths over English, you must notice that. Oh my god, yes, I love mathematics. So it was not a big deal for me to, you know, to be doing maths again. I said, okay, fine, no problem. It started well, it was going good. I'm not telling no lie, I made a learn. But then Jamfat came in the way. Jamfat came. Jamfat is, if you don't know, it's a financial assistance program that is organized by the Ministry of Education. If you want to look information upon that, I can go look information upon that. Just let me know. So Jamfat came in the way and I had to boost babs. So I would miss my lecture classes for mathematics on Tuesday mornings. Let me just make this clear before you get a different impression of what I'm trying to say. So Jamfat did not ask me to miss my classes, right? They just tell you to get this amount of hours by this amount of time and whatever, and then you now have to make the decision how you will go about to make those hours before that deadline. So I started late because of sortation on my end. So I started a bit late, so I had to, you know, make a decision to say, okay, I'm gonna miss my class and do the hours, but then I always watch my recordings of my class. But what I did was every evening that I went home, because every evening that I went home, I ensured that I do not go to my bed unless I watch that 2-hour lecture. That's why I'm under my eye, I'm still fat, but the good thing is they're not as black as they were last week. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Even though I was struggling with time management, I don't know. I don't know if God blessed me or something, but thank you Jesus for that blessing, yeah, cause I couldn't have a better one. I scored A+ on all of my maths exam. Can you believe it? One thing though, I don't miss my tutorial class them. Me not miss my tutorial class them for nothing. Nothing at all. Not my time, I miss my tutorial class them for miss. I started Jamfat, I think it was September 19th or it was September 29th, one of the two. If it's not the 29th, I think it was the 19th that I started Jamfat voluntary service. And from then I started to miss my lecture classes for mathematics. As I said, when girl went home, girl ensured that she does not go to her bed unless she watches her lectures. That's how girl stayed on top for mathematics, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the best. But what I did was my lecture teacher is such method. It's like God, I don't know, honestly, it's like God knows say I'm gonna go through a rough patch, I'm gonna go through a rough struggle, and him just pave the way. Him just make it a little bit easier, right? He gave me some really good and patient teachers. And then for my lecture mathematics teacher, the lady is so patient. What's the best thing about it as well, she also has a YouTube channel. And me, my social media platform I love the pun is YouTube. Everything. YouTube have everything. And when she mentioned that she had a YouTube channel, I went ahead and I subscribed. I'm gonna put your YouTube channel on the screen. She never asked me to do it, but my tell you say the lady is so patient. The lady let me learn a lot of things. Now for the classes them when I miss, like the lecture classes them, if I did not get something out of the lecture class. Remember, you know, recording me what you know, and I like me can ask me and say, Miss, I don't understand this, can you go over? And I like me can't do that because when I did the lecture class. So what I did was go on our YouTube channel and find that topic where she go through it step by step. You get me? I say, but the woman, I tell her say, if you get them teacher, you have to teach you. If you want pass, you go pass. Me not ask. So in mathematics now we did 3 tests. We did a test 1, test 2, and then the final exam. Out of all the modules that I did this semester, mathematics, take the button and run across the finish line. It beat them. It beat everything else. Then the last module, this I have to leave the worst for last, cause bro, academic writing 2. Don't judge, but I don't know if it's because I'm not an English person from day one. I don't know if it's because I never like academic writing 1 or whatever, but academic writing 2, child, let me tell you about academic writing 2. We did an argumentative essay. All right, let's start from the top. So the first thing that we did was critical thinking. Then we did a case study. That is like the first test. We did the case study slash the first test. So we did the case study on critical thinking, right? Then we went to critical review. After critical review is finished, we went and we did the case study for critical review, right? So case study slash test, right? Then argumentative essay, you are placed in group of 4 to do an argumentative essay on controversial topics. I'm gonna put the topics on the screen for y'all to see. Right, okay. No. Not everybody is blessed with good group members. I was so sorry. I was so sorry for my friends. The persons that they got placed in group with, I don't know what. God no. Come my university and don't want people to put in the work like I got some good group members. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me tell you what was the downfall for this module. Of this module for me, the time consuming work that you had to do. You had engagement activities. If you watch my last video about modules I did in my first year, you'd hear me say about academic writing 1 that you have engagement activities. Those are like weekly or bi-weekly activities that you'll need to get done. Yeah, understand what I'm saying? So you had to get that done. It was a percentage, I think it was 15 or 10% of your final grade. So you have to get it done and you have to get good grades on it for pass too. It was just really, the module was really time consuming. I just feel like it had too much unnecessary work, like too much unnecessary engagement activities, let me say. Like some of the engagement activities them we do, like why? If you read all the lectures, you should be good. My academic writing 2 teacher, she just came like it was a revision class. Again, me I say, so you would actually have to read the lectures before your class. So you have to go find time. You know you go find it, but you have to go find it and read the lectures before the class. Again, me I say, and if 4 lectures come under a particular week, you better read the 4 lectures in that before that particular class for that week. It had a lot of work. I don't think that we needed to do so much for engagement grade, right? I just don't know, but I do them thing, I them know how them thing work out and so calculations and everything, so they should know. So you just have to just follow suit with what they say and ensure that you do it to the best of your ability and go on by your business. Okay, ma'am? Okay. So that should wrap it up now for the modules that I did. As I said, time management, child. time management was a hell of a thing for me. It was a rough semester, but academically I feel like it was okay. If you made it to the end, clap yourself, clap yourself, clap yourself, clap yourself, clap yourself. If you make it to the end, clap yourself, big up yourself. You're large, I'm a real OG. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, the video after this will be about interview, application, and entrance test process. So if you have any questions that you need to be answered, you can leave it down below. We might have the question there already, but yeah. Eat up your food, get fat, get little peace, get little rest, get little sleep, and come energized for school again. I hope this video was informative and give you an insight of the modules and what to like expect. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye bye. My nose looks shine and broad. I say I got me a black man picnic. What do you mean? Want some of your spot up here, man? Moshella, me name chicken back. No gun.